Morning everybody, Yorkshire Vapor here. Right, Elvis suit, cool. Right, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you, for all you newbies out there, how easy it is to make your own e-liquid while wearing an Elvis suit. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to show you the easiest site, and then I'm going to show you on camera how to do it. Then you can sort of give it a go yourself and go from there. Right, see you in a minute. Right, what I'd like to show you is, because I haven't got any screen capture or anything, so I've got it up on the other monitor. This is the site I use. It's called e-liquid recipes, which is, you know, just type it into Google and it comes up, and then make yourself an account or whatever. It doesn't cost anything, it's totally free. And now I'll show you what it is. Right, there we go. It's called e-liquid recipes, as you can see up there, or e-liquid calculator. You can see the orange up there, look. Right, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to make some 30ml of apple pie for my missus. So I'm going to call it Hound Dog. There you go. So now I can go up and down on here, look. So there's 30ml. Me and my missus like it at 3mg. We want no vodka in it, and I want to do it 70-30. 70 VG, 30 PG, because I think that's a good average mix, I think. Right, the nicotine strength I've got in my bottle is 72mg, which, by the way, I don't think you can get anymore, but this will work it out for you anyway, and just go by the label of what it is on the bottle. I think you can only get it in shots nowadays, but it doesn't really matter. It still works out the same. And my PG nicotine is 100%. So here we go. We're going to add the flavour, and it's going to be called Hound Dog. Okay, it's going to be called Hound Dog, and we like sort of strong flavours, so I'm going to do 20%. There you go. So what we've got here is Hound Dog, 30ml, 3mg, 30 PG, 70 VG. Nicotine strength that I've, because I've bought a load before, is 72mg, 100% content. Now I like 20%. Different flavours vary at different things, but I'm calling mine Hound Dog, and I'm doing it at 20%. And then you go down, and then you've got all your values there, look. You've got all your values there. So I need nicotine 1.25ml, PG 1.75ml, VG 21ml, and 6ml of Hound Dog. So there you go. That's how easy it is. So then what we'll do is we'll go over to where I'm mixing it on the end of my office desk here, and then we'll go from there. Please like my video. I think this is the easiest way. You can't go wrong. It takes a bit of experimenting on how much flavour you like, but that's okay. Just keep messing about with it and you'll be well away. Right, let's go back to the camera. Right, here we go, people. Right, I haven't got any 30ml bottles left, but there you go, look. There's a brand new bottle, sterilised, with lid and cap. I'm going to put a bit of colour in mine, but you don't have to. I get this from Vape It with Les over at the Juice Cabin, which is amazing. And there's a bit of my Make My Vape apple pie, but I'm naming mine Hound Dog because I like Elvis, so it doesn't really matter. I've got 2 syringes, as you can see there. I've got VG, PG and my nicotine concentrate. And by the way, I don't stress this enough, when you're doing the nicotine, always wear gloves, because nicotine on your skin is poisonous, okay? They're only cheap, so make sure when you're doing the nicotine that you wear gloves. It's so important. Please don't do it without them. Right, here we go then. So now we know we need PG and VG. But on the recipe that I showed you on screen, it always does it from the top. It always does it from nicotine juice. So we'll start from the top, it's easier. So here we go. I'm going to put these gloves on. I've got fairly big hands, they're a bit of a pig to get on sometimes. But it's better to be safe than sorry. Because if you get a few drops on your skin of that, it will make you feel sick. Trust me, it'll make you feel sick and nausea, terrible nausea and everything, it's horrible. Right, so here we go. Let's take the lid off. So I know that I need 1.25 mil. So I'm going to go in between the 1 and the 1.5. Which is there. You don't have to be, dead on accurate, because it's, it's going to be near enough. Don't think you have to be so precise with everything. Right, so there we go then. I'm going to put my nicotine in there, like that. Okay, so that's the nicotine done. Make sure you put the lid on each one, and then you're not going to knock it over. Right, the next one we need is PG. Okay, so we need 1.75 of PG. Okay, so which is about there, 1.75. So there's the PG, that's in there. You can reuse the needles and everything, just sterilise them in some baby sterilising fluid or boiling hot water, whichever you've got to hand really. Boiling hot water does the job. So in there now we have got nicotine and PG. Right, the biggest amount is what we've got here, which is VG, yeah? So we need 26.49 of that. Okay, so we're going to bang that in there. This stuff's a lot thicker, yeah? So it takes some getting up the syringe. But just be patient, but it does take a bit of tugging on. But it does come up the syringe eventually. So I'm going to call it 26.5. So I'm going to go, as you can see there, look. I'm going to go about there. So there's my VG, which I'm going to put straight in there. Because it's quite thick, depending what size needles you've got, it does take a bit of getting out. Okay? Right, so that's 3 of the elements in there now. Remember to put your lid back on. Okay. Right, so now got your flavour in. Which we need 6 mils. 6 mils of hound dog. I should have pulled that off before I started actually. I think we can do it this way though. Trouble in it. Never goes the way you want it. There we go. Got the lid off that, as you can see. Yeah. This is from a company called Make My Vape, which do really good flavourings. So we need 6 mils of that. Okay. To do that, it's not quite enough. There you go. That's about 6 mil there. Okay. There goes the flavour. So now we have got all the 4 elements you need. Yeah? So now we've got 30 mil. I'm going to put a bit of colouring in, but don't worry about this, it's just me, it's just my preference. But if you don't want to do it, you know, I get these from Vape It With Les, as I say, or the Juice Cabin. I just think it makes it look a bit better. It's totally tasteless, but if you want it clear, just have it clear like that. It's fine. Then put your top on like that. Give it a good old shake like that. And there we go. $30 mils of hound dog. So just be careful as you go along. Don't be caught in a trap. No pun there. And that's how easy it is. I just thought I'd like to show everybody out there, and maybe they'll have a go themselves, you know, and give it a go. Right, what I would do, or what I normally do now, to speed up the process if you want, is get some nearly boiling water in a cup, stick that in, leave it for about 20 minutes, give it another good shake, and then what I do is tonight while I'm in bed, I'll take the top off, let it breathe, then put the top back on, put it in a dark cupboard, and leave it, depending, well, it's apple pie, so it's just leave it in there for 10 days and then just give it a try. Fruit flavours tend to take less to ferment, as I call it, or steep, the proper word. Take less than dessert flavours, but it depends how complicated you want to do. I mean, this is just a simple one flavour. You know, you can do a complex of flavours, whatever you like. Once you get going with it, there's no stopping you. I mean, this is my little hobby. I like making it because obviously I vape myself, and I like doing it. So I just thought I'd show everybody out there how easy it is, and it's dead easy to get the stuff. Shout out to Les from Vape It With Les on the other YouTube channel. He's got a company called Juice Cabin. If you go on there, he's absolutely brilliant. Make My Vape is another one. And Vapor for Less on eBay, they do good flavours. Try not to get the cheapest flavourings you can, because with my experience, they're absolutely crap. They're rubbish. So, you know, you can get some flavourings that are absolutely awful and you won't like them. But if you go with Make My Vape or go to Juice Cabin and use Capella, or any of Les's what he sells, because he only sells good stuff, or Vapor for Less on eBay. I buy a lot of them, and their service is awesome, and their flavours are just lush. So them's the 3 flavours I use. I won't use any of the others because I've wasted so much money in the last 4 years on different flavours. So, you know, take my word for it if you want, but that's my experience. Anyway, that's that out of the way and done. And there you go, everybody. That's how you make 30 ml of juice. Obviously you can increase that if you want, but I hope you liked my video. Please subscribe, and we'll catch you again soon. Awesome.